So let us start with Mendel's laws of inheritance. Now, Mendel formulated his laws based on two crosses, monohybrid cross and dihybrid cross. So, he took first only one character at a time first, and you all have studied in class 10th already that he had taken pure tall plant and cross them with pure dwarf. You also know that he symbolizes his characters or traits by capital letter and small letter. So, capital letter denotes dominant character and small letter denotes recessive character. So, he took pure talls on which both the alleles were of tallness and a dwarf plant and crossed them and got his result this he called first filial or F1 generation. So, in F1 generation he got all plants tall. So, in the exam it is asked write down the phenotype and genotype of F1 generation of monohybrid cross. Then for you to understand, phenotype will be all tall and genotype will be capital T, small t. So, here you can see genotype capital T, small t is a heterozygous character. It is a heterozygous condition and the two traits are opposite or contrast to each other. Now, he applied selfing, taking two gametes, two zygotes from here and made them cross again to get the F2 generation, right. So, capital T, capital T, capital T, small t, here also capital T, small t and small t, small t. So, you can see one is pure tall, two are hybrids and one is dwarf. So, if we see the phenotype here, the phenotypic ratio will be 3 tall is to 1 dwarf, right, and genotype will be 1 is to 2 is to 1, out of which 1 is capital T, 2 are capital T, small t and 1 is small t, small t. So, the ratio of genotype will be 1 is to 2 is to 1 and the genotypes will be capital T, capital T, small t. So, 1 pure dwarf and 1 pure tall and 2 hybrid. But there will be phenotypically 3 tall and 1 dwarf plant. So, out of this monohybrid cross, he reached to conclusion and formulated 2 laws. Out of 3, the two laws were formed on the basis of monohybrid cross. First is known as law of dominance. Law of dominance, which states that in a heterozygous condition, the character which expresses itself phenotypically is a dominant character, and one which is present, which is hidden and does not express itself is a recessive character. So, dominant character in a heterozygous condition expresses itself, and recessive character, although it is present there genotypically, but phenotypically it does not express itself. So, this was known to be the first law of Mendel. The first law of Mendel. Then the second law was law of segregation. This was the second law. Law of segregation states that in a hybrid condition, the two gametes come together and remain in the gamete, but remain in the zygote, but when they form gametes, they segregate itself. So, you can see here, they are segregating. So, out of the two chromosomes, one chromatid will go in one gamete and one chromatid will go to the other gamete. So, you can see this T and this T, this T and this T, this T and this T. So, they are crossing each other, means the gametes have segregated chromosomes, and then when they fertilize together, they come together and form a zygote and maintain the diploid state of the zygote. So, this was the second law of Mendel, which is known as law of segregation.
For more information, download the app now from Google Play Store.